There's a new weapon attachment being added this month called the Gas Compression Overdrive, or GCO for short. It is found in the Tier 2 workbench after the extended mag, costs 138 scrap to research, and can be crafted for 10 HQM. The GCO increases bullet velocity by 30% and damage by 20%, while increasing recoil by 10% and reducing fire rate by 20%. It can be attached to the semi-auto pistols, the custom and the Tommy, and the semi-auto rifles. It occupies the same slot as the burst module, so it cannot be attached at the same time. While the individual bullet damage goes up with this attachment, the overall damage output over time goes down by 4% due to the fire rate reduction. That doesn't mean the GCO is useless, however. The increased bullet velocity means less bullet drop, and is therefore easier to hit targets at a distance. I put together some charts to showcase where this damage increase actually matters. The blue bar is the base gun without any attachment, and the green bar is with the GCO attachment. The purple and red lines mark the 3 and 2 shot thresholds respectively. Keep in mind, these charts are based solely on headshots. What we're looking for specifically is when the blue bar is below a line, but the green bar is above it, therefore requiring one less shot when using the GCO. As you can see here, this occurs at the 100-meter mark for all 3 of the tested head armors for the SAR, ensuring only 2 shots are needed for the hazmat and coffee can helmets instead of 3, and only 3 for the metal face mask instead of 4. You can also see from this chart of the M39, the same thing occurs for the metal face mask at 100 meters, where the GCO keeps the shot count at 2 instead of dropping to 3 at this distance. The other armor types are always 2-shot headshots, which is why I didn't include them here. You can of course mix and match attachments with the GCO to get different results. On the topic of new items, there's also a new electrical item being added, the digital clock. It's found in the Tier 2 workbench as well, for 75 scrap just beyond the counter. It costs 100 metal frags to craft, takes 1 rust watt to power, and displays the current server time. You can set up to 5 alarms, which will make the clock beep and send out a pulse of power equal to the amount you feed into the clock, -1 for the clock itself. Each alarm can be toggled off with the checkmark button. Using the clock paired with a memory cell allows you to toggle things on and off at specific server times. The first thing that comes to mind is an easier way to set up automatic night lights. You will no longer need to set up a solar panel just for this purpose, and will have much more accurate results. If you want to get a little more creative with it, you can even use it to control wood-burning light sources like fireplaces, make mandatory dance breaks for your farmers, or even for opening and closing a shop for all you role players out there. A new building error system has been implemented to highlight the offending block when you're unable to build. There are also new toast pop-ups to aid in troubleshooting as to why buildings block. There are new color options for various game elements found in the options menu under the accessibility tab. There are colorblind presets built in, or you can make your own custom color settings. You can change things like mushroom colors, health, hunger, and thirst colors, tree marker colors, and more. Last but not least, there's a new item being introduced to add flair into your bases. Wallpapers. They are a default blueprint that costs 20 cloth to craft. There are currently 26 variants as you can see here. Some will be paid for, while the others are purchasable. I can only assume the 4 basic color ones here are going to be free for everyone, while the remaining 22 will need to be purchased separately. Keep in mind, this, along with everything else in this video, could be changed before the official update coming this Thursday. You can only place wallpapers on the soft side of walls. They do not offer any protection from damage of any kind and are destroyed very quickly. You can place wallpapers on every type of vertical building block except for wall frames, as shown here. That's all for this month's update, but check out this other neat video in the meantime.